What's the haps? This is Zeke Sadiq reporting live from house arrest. Anyways, the show is about acceptance, and I hope that you accept my gift of this show while I'm incarcerated, literally, in a beautiful cage. I can't be too mad, I'm home, so I am grateful, and this challenge I do accept.
Hello, you have a call from
Zeke Sadiq.
an inmate at Clark County Detention Center. To accept this call, press 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press 9.
Come on, pick up. I'm stuck on house arrest, so what can I do? I got a few topics I'd like to discuss with you. I'm locked up and preaching, free within myself. Preach! Dedicate my time to spread knowledge yourself. I'm grateful for the lessons and I pray for the wicked. They destroy the truth, but I'm bound to stay gifted. I accept life blessings by affirming my intention. I'm a poet, a magician, I'm one of God's inventions. Learn to make the most out of every situation. Give out my love without hesitation. I'm a Sin City Saint, spreading mercy over justice. Now check out the show and let's all make progress. What's the haps? What's the haps? I'm paying for my sins by giving love back. Yes. What's the haps? What's the haps? I'm paying for my sins by giving love back. Yes. What's the haps? What's the haps? I'm paying for my sins by giving love back. Yes. What's the haps? What's the haps? I'm paying for my sins by giving love back. Yes. House arrest, preaching services. House arrest. Zeke Sadiq. Mercy over justice. MOJ. What's the haps? Yeah.
This is Zeke Sadiq, and welcome to What's the Haps. This is the first vlog show I'm going to be doing for this. Basically, I'm on house arrest right now, so I decided to make the most of it. As you've heard in the theme song, I got to embrace the situation and paying for my sins by giving love back. And this episode is actually going to be about acceptance. The reason that I chose to start off with this topic is because I've had to accept my situation. I've had to accept that I have no control over my situation. I honestly feel like I've been victimized by the injustice system, and I feel like through hearsay, lies, and deceit, I was put into this unjust situation. And, that being said, I've got to move ahead. I can only do what I can do. The only person that I can control is myself. And I had to accept that I am alone and incarcerated in my house. And I've had to accept my full weakness in the situation. And being at my weakest has allowed me to recognize that God is my only strength. My name is actually Ezekiel, meaning the strength of God. But the only reason that I have any strength is because of God. So it intrigues me to even consider that. My only strength is God. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that he is all ability in man. And I do believe this. So I have accepted that I am fully weak. And as is said in the Bible, strength is perfected in weakness. The same way that in the 12-step programs, the first thing that has to be done, one of the first steps, is that you have to accept that you are powerless over your addiction. And that way you submit to your higher power. So in this situation, I am completely powerless. I am completely weakened. I have been put in this situation by some of my own actions and mostly those of my enemies. But I will also pray for my enemies and hope that they shall also see the light at the end of the tunnel, because they will also have to suffer the repercussions for their actions. And I accept that it is out of my control. So through acceptance, I'm able to reach a higher level of forgiveness, of peace, of serenity, and a whole new level of strength by accepting my own weakness. So by this means of acceptance, I'm able to move ahead and accept the situation. And not only accept it, but embrace the situation. If you consider the word embrace, it's like a hug. So by embracing the situation, by wrapping my arms around the situation, I'm able to bring it more close to my own heart and consider, where was it that I may have had my own fault? Where did I commit an error that led me to having to accept this situation? I had previous choices in the past that I chose, aka accept, to play out. And because of some of these actions, this present situation has been created. So I accepted this situation before it even manifested before my very eyes in this linear experience of human time. The reality of it is, I'm for the most part innocent of this crime. I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, was wrongfully accused, incarcerated, and am currently incarcerated in my house. But I accept this situation. I embrace it, and I give it love. And by giving it love, I can accept that I have made poor choices in my life. And maybe there's a million things that I did wrong that I got away with. But this is one situation where the justice system got involved and decided to, I can't even say slap me on the wrist, but kick my ass. So they decided to beat me in a non-literal sense. But they cannot break my spirit. And for that reason, I've accepted that in my weakness, I would make these videos. That in my weakness, I would accept God as my strength. And through accepting God as my strength, I am able to do many things. And right now, the most important thing for me to do is reach out to you, the listener, the viewer, and let you know and understand that whatever situation that it is that you're going through, you have the choice to accept it or not. But if you accept the situation for what it is, if you embrace life for what it is and what it is not, it is easier to deal with. Because once you have a solid foot on the truth and in the truth, embedded in the truth, then it's easier to move ahead because that truth will keep you grounded. So here I am embracing the scenario, accepting what it is that I've had to endure. And I accept that this has happened for some reason and that there is a lesson here to be learned. And I accept that through my lesson, through my learning experience, I will also be able to give something of value to you, the viewer, the listener, the observer. And I accept the forgiveness in my heart for those who have been deceitful, those who have lied. And even if I'm able to appeal my plea and move ahead and have this all be behind me, if I don't accept the scenario, accept that I'm at a weak point right now, and accept the situation as it is, then I won't be able to move ahead, because all I will be doing is holding on to hate, holding on to negativity. And every single thing that comes to you in life has a reason. It has its purpose. Consider this. Just like they say, experience is 10% what happens to you and 90% the way you perceive it. So if you perceive your life to be a lesson, a classroom, a challenge, a mission, and you allow yourself to be the hero of your journey, then you can accept anything that comes to you. And this is why my fellow light workers and star seeds and crystalline and devotees and spiritual seekers out there, I beg you to push yourselves to this limit of acceptance. Because the more that you're able to accept for yourself, the more that you're able to give out for others. And that's why I've accepted this challenge in this moment in time. And to the point that I have revealed publicly that I am on house arrest. I have revealed publicly that I took a plea. I have revealed publicly that I am innocent, but that the system has put me in an uncomfortable situation as to where I felt that I had to accept these charges. Because otherwise, I would have had to accept a longer jail time in jail. And unfortunately, my mind isn't right for that kind of environment. But here I am on house arrest. And it's still not the easiest task in the world, but I accept it. So I'm willing to face this challenge. I'm willing to fight the injustice. I accept that challenge. I accept life for what it is and for what it is not. And I am grateful for life. And I love it. And I feel it. And I experience it. And I am it. I am life. And you are life. And this is life happening right now before your very eyes, all around you. Every single moment is life, the way that you've created it. Whether you want to accept it or not, we're responsible for our choices and our actions. So even the reactions that we receive, we are responsible for in one way or another, either directly or indirectly. And God, I am grateful for all the lessons that you have put in my life. And I promise you that I will make the most out of every situation. Because God helps those who help themselves. So right now, my duty is to help myself in this situation. My duty is to push myself to be the best person that I can be in this situation. And that's all that I can do. So, like an addict, like a troublemaker, like a preacher, like a servant of the Most High, I accept my situation. There's a reason for everything. Every wave is favorable, what the Guru Varga, my Guru Varga would say. That being said, I accept this challenge. I embrace this new situation, and I face it. I'm grateful for this opportunity. It's had to break me out of my shell in certain ways, and here I am putting myself out there for all of you. I'm being GPS tracked 24/7, so on my phone I've decided to let Google go ahead and know exactly where I am. You might see all kinds of selfies of me, and that's fine. Go ahead and watch. Big Brother's watching me, so you guys can watch me too. Here I am. No more hiding for me. Enjoy the Zeke show, and enjoy your own life. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much for tuning in to What's the H.A.P.S? House Arrest Preaching Services. And stay tuned for more Zeke Sadiq on the Zeke Show. Peace.